Greetings. My name is I Am Quartet, and the road to 2K starts now. To help us reach our goal, subscribe. Thank you! Like, share, and comment on all videos. Play the video until the end, even if you're not watching it. This helps YouTube recommend our channel. Oh!
I am Quartet.
I'm Tyler the Greatest Me.
What's up, everybody?
What's good?
Thank y'all for joining us again for another episode of The Culture Section. As always, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel on the Fans of the Culture Network YouTube channel. Hit that notification bell. Something serious, y'all. I don't know if y'all been following the news, but her name is PFC Vanessa Guillen. How you spell that last name?
Guillen.
All right. So listen, we're just gonna call her Vanessa. We don't want to mess her name up. So in case you haven't, you're not aware, sometime in April, this young 20-year-old soldier
From Fort Hood?
from Fort Hood.
That was your hood, right?
Yeah, that's where I was stationed at. She came up missing. And immediately her sister, their family, they really been advocating for basically Fort Hood to do something about it. Because she was missing. They recently found her body. It was horrible. Basically, they're saying that she was bludgeoned to death, and then she was dismembered with a machete. And her remains were found on Fort Hood in this, I guess, a river basin. This is a pretty deep story.
And some of it was in cement, right? They said...
Yeah, they were saying something about...
encased in some cement?
It was encased in cement. And so basically, the whole story is, and again, some of this is still... obviously, they're still investigating. So basically, the initial thing was that there was some sexual harassment charges, I guess. Her family was saying that she was being sexually harassed. So obviously, Army CID, which is the Criminal Investigation Division of the Army, they investigate these crimes. They take those type of crimes very, very serious. So the family is saying that there was a cover-up. She come up missing. They found her wallet, ID, and they found something else, like her barracks key. And then they concluded that there were no evidence of sexual harassment, right? But the story goes that she was talking to this guy named Robinson. And I guess it seems like, according to the story, that he was seeing somebody else.
Actually, he was seeing another guy in the military's wife.
Yeah. And they're like, I think they're separated or something like that.
Okay.
But
I don't know, man, because according to the story, she confronted him about it.
Yeah,
Vanessa confronted him about it.
Yeah. And he basically, the part that we are pretty sure of, that he used a hammer and he put her body in a case. He left when it got supplies. Came back and called this woman that he's allegedly dating or talking to. They took the body and they used a machete to dismember the body, and they dumped it off in the river basin. The thing about it is, they was only able to identify her from a strand of hair.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's pretty deep, man. And Robinson, who was allegedly the person that committed the crime, he killed himself.
After. Not after he did it, though, but after he was a suspect, right?
Yeah, after he was a suspect. The thing about it is, this is horrible, man. It's actually a little difficult to talk about but at the same time, it's so many pieces to it. So there's a press conference that her sister did, and she's saying that the Fort Hood covered it up, and and it's a lot of accusations being made. This is a complex situation because it's just complex because whenever you deal with cases like this, especially in a military environment, there's so many. No one wants to be the person. No commander. No commander. I'm talking about whether that's the base commander, whether that's the brigade commander or the battalion commander, or even the company commander. They don't want to be the ones that not do nothing. This is a career ender. So the cover up is a pretty. It's complex, man. That's the cover up, and that's the alleged cover up, and then there's the crime itself. So the lawyer has to tie the two things together, and it's going to be a little difficult because, again, military, they don't tolerate no type of sexual harassment or sexual assault. But, again, it's not a person.
Who's the case going to be against, man? The military and the alleged accomplice to this?
Yeah, well...
It's going to be two different cases? Since he's dead and killed himself, obviously she's going to be charged, and then they're going to investigate the military? Is that what we're saying?
That's what it feels like. She's going to try to... Because she's saying...
Do they have proof that she reported this sexual harassment?
Yeah.
Because, the one story they said was, because they kept calling him her superior, that she was taking a shower one time. He walked in and sat down. And she thought she was scared, and she thought it was weird that he was sitting there while she was showering, watching her wash her body.
Allegedly.
Yes, man. Is that the new word now? Allegedly?
No, we got it because we don't want to be a part of the
But to me,
public
to me, they don't seem tied together. Unless he was trying to get at her and she denied him, and that's when he, beat her to death. Because I'm trying to figure out, how do they know, unless the other lady told them, but how do they know that the argument was about him sleeping with this other woman? Because they said it became a heated argument. How do they know that's what the argument actually was about? Who is there to tell them that's what the argument about? Now, if he was sexually harassing her, that's what the argument would be about, right?
Yeah.
Him saying, I want them cookies, and she saying, no, you already sleeping with what's-her-face. Wasn't he married to her? He wasn't married.
He wasn't married.
He was just sleeping with a married woman / separated. Allegedly.
Yeah, the second criminal.
The second criminal.
What
has she been charged with? We don't know.
Don't know.
Oh. But they get in an argument, he bludgeons her to death. I'm telling you, man, you got to be a sick person to beat someone, and then you have to take the time to chop them up, man. Like, you got to chop them up. Hey, I was cutting grass the other day, man. Yesterday, matter of fact, ran over a snake with the lawnmower. It was like, just, man, I barely could stomach that, man.
Yeah.
This man is dismembering a body with her help, allegedly. Is this really allegedly, or this is actually facts now that they're really saying this actually happened? So I can stop saying allegedly.
No. In the court of public opinion, it has to be allegedly.
Oh.
The thing about it is, the more and more I look at it, is I have to take my experience out of the equation and just use it only for reference. That lawyer has got to prove that the argument, I don't even think because according to whoever the source is, right? Whoever's chirping, they're saying that she fronted him about the relationship he was having with the married.
Yeah, that's what I
girl.
read. Yeah.
See, that right there is a separate issue within itself. Boom.
It is. That's what I was just saying. Yeah.
Exactly. I'm just agreeing with you. But then when you think about that sexual harassment, it's one phrase that he said that is allegedly said that's like killing the whole vibe of is I can't let you ruin my career.
Yeah, and I heard that then that's when the murder had happened after that.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I was even telling the Queen last night. They frown, adultery is frowned upon. Like I'm talking about like on some like almost like criminal.
In the military?
Yeah, it's a criminal. It's a criminal offense. Even though you'll lose rank behind this, man. They'll give you what they call Article 15, field grade, right? That'll be 9 times out of 10, you end up losing some pay, you end up losing rank. Or you end up being on extra duty for 45, right? Now, the thing about it is that he's not married. That much seems true. So, if he wanted to go out here and mess with 6 or 7 women, he could do that. It's not illegal in the Army. Now, morally, that might be over the top. You know, we're not talking about moral. We're just talking about the straight facts. But that's the only thing that throws me off. You will not, I can't let, the statement generally, I can't let you ruin my career.
When you say it throws you off,
because
does it tie it in or it doesn't tie it in? It don't make sense to you.
It doesn't make sense to me.
Because it wouldn't ruin his reputation.
It would ruin his reputation, but it wouldn't ruin his career.
Oh, it wouldn't?
No.
Oh.
Being a player? No.
That part doesn't make sense to you.
Yeah, that part doesn't make sense to me.
I would like to know who this source is then, who's doing the chirping you said.
They're doing the chirping. The sad thing is that because the family, first of all, it's sad because she's 20 years old.
Who's actually speaking for her though? It's her sister that's doing the speaking?
Yeah, the sister. She doing most of the
Or she could be the spokesperson for the family. So the family is speaking this.
Yeah, the sister is speaking, I guess, on behalf
I can't wait to see the proof they have though, man. If she told him this, I want us a text message, emails, all kinds of stuff.
They named somebody in the article. It started with a K, but
it wasn't Karen, was it?
No, man, it wasn't Karen. Listen. The CID made an announcement. That's what happened. They held a press conference. And basically the commander talked and then the head of CID, they talked. And they said there's no evidence, no videotape, no text messages, no phone calls, no nothing that corroborates the sexual harassment claims.
And that's when they probably saying that's where the cover-up is at, huh?
Yeah, that's what the family's saying is a cover-up.
Because she already told them this.
Yeah, and obviously they're going to get the bulk of the blame because, again, she serves our country. So with that comes, so...
Hey, man, I don't even know which side you on right now, man.
No. I'm saying that the family is going to look at it as it's the military's fault because she serves our country. So that literally means that they are responsible for her.
Is that true?
Yeah, they're responsible for her. If something happens to her, they're the ones that have to notify her family that something happened to her.
You remember what time this happened? Or there was no time?
I can't remember what time it happened.
Because, man, this couldn't have been during daylight, man. This had to be at night, right?
I can't really remember. The biggest thing I remember...
Where did it happen at?
Where did it happen at?
Yeah, like a gym locker room or...
No, it said it happened I think it was a parking lot. What they found, here's the thing, the stuff that they found was like in a parking lot somewhere.
An excluded parking lot?
No, it's just a parking lot.
Because I'm thinking, how could he bludgeon her to death, chop her up and everything?
Yeah, but see, we talking about 2 separate things. That's what I was saying earlier about like how allegedly when she fronted him, he bludgeoned her to death. He actually put her in a Pelican case. It's a case about this big, right? Probably about this big, maybe this wide. So, but it's real heavy. So you can probably put a lot of stuff in it. They put a lot of like 50 cal weapons. They put it in the box. Probably about the size of that right there, right? So, or maybe bigger. So he put in that box allegedly. He went out and got supplies.
So he left her in this box, wherever this box is at.
Yeah, they said it was blood too, wherever this box. And this was in the armory.
So no one else was coming in this armory?
No. Because here's the thing.
He had to drag her there, right? I'm trying to see how this how this was unseen by anyone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Unseen. There must not be no video cameras in the armory either.
Yeah, there was no cameras.
I would think that'd be one place that'd be cameras, see what people taking, what people's doing.
Yeah. I mean,
when you think about a military base, you think
it's not unsecure, but like
you trying to tell me if I was on a base, I could just walk in there.
You can't just walk in there. But like, cause you gotta have if you're a civilian, you gotta have like somebody gotta bring you on post.
Oh yeah, I've been up there. I've been to Fort Bragg.
So it's the same concept.
No, I'm saying why they're there. If it's in an armory, he could go in without question, right?
Yeah.
There's no one guarding the armory, no one's standing there or working there.
Yeah. I mean, this is
In that case,
this is
who's ever there. They didn't see anything or hear anything. I think there's more pieces to this puzzle. There's more people who know stuff, man. I like how you laid back now too, man.
It's like, man, I ain't the one on trial. I'm just telling you.
Now it almost feels like somewhat of a cover-up, don't it?
I ain't never denied the cover-up. I said, but
obviously, though, he felt like he was being... He was hung out to dry.
Yeah,
They might have told him, man, you taking this by yourself, because why would he kill himself if he knew he could get off and he had people covering up for him?
That's actions of a guilty man, allegedly. Here's the thing, though. The word cover up, that's something that you're going to have to prove. You're going to have to prove negligence. You have to prove that.
Guess what, man? They all going to prove it, man.
You think so?
Yeah, man. With surveillance and security.
Well,
that's all it takes, man. Surveillance and security. Where's the surveillance? Where's the security?
They said that.
How long you think it took him to get supplies? It took more than 5 minutes, man.
For this man could have went and got chips and soda.
Thank you, man. That's the surveillance and security. He had all this time to do that, man. What if they got pictures of him eating at KFC?
I got
some chicken.
That would be something. Okay, I can see that. Somebody seen you at a certain time, blah, 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 exit. I got that. But it's just, the thing about it, man, when it come down to it, it's two big pieces that they got to tie together. Now, at the end of the day, to prove that it's a cover-up, it's going to take more than just saying it's a cover-up. Now, that doesn't mean, I'm going to tell you something else about the military. That still doesn't mean that somebody won't pay a price.
Oh, trust me.
Because I'm talking about.
We still live in the hashtag Me Too. Yeah. This is the wrong time for this to happen.
Well, I mean,
all kinds of women in the military probably gonna come out talking about sexual harassment now and how the military is supposedly covering up. When I pulled her up on my phone, that's the first thing that came up after her. Women talking about sexual harassment in the military. Yeah. It's gonna be a big thing, man.
Yeah.
They probably gonna forget about Black Lives Matter now. LGBTQ, y'all gonna be forgotten about too now.
They ain't gonna forget about them. Cause I'm gonna tell you, they ain't gonna forget, man. Cause I'm telling you right now, man. Listen, I understand that the protest going on, and everybody has their place in it. But I'm gonna tell you, it's something about this case, because I'm telling you, I looked at one of my old tweets.
How old we talking?
Probably a month.
A month ago? That's old, man. Go on.
Well, it's old. You know, it is old. It ain't like last week.
Twitter sphere. Go on, though, man.
Yeah, in Twitter sphere. So when I think about it, I tweeted. So I saw the picture. I read up on it a little bit. I shared the picture. Right?
Yeah, you actually shared it on Facebook, too.
I shared it on...
That she was missing.
Yeah, now that was more recent. But it's the same picture, almost the same words, except for I changed them up a little bit. But when I look at that, but I look at all the activity it was something that was steadily building, man. And I'm just gonna tell you, the thing about what's going on now, all this social change, the minority, anything that, I don't care, minority, anything that has to do with being a minority, it's gonna be extra eyes on. Look at that poster of all of the Black Lives Matter people. Look at everybody on there. I don't know all them people on there.
Nope.
See what I'm saying? So now, that's what I'm saying, everything is under scrutiny. So socially, they won't be forgotten. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody committed...
Hey, both of them was minorities though, right? She had to be
When she was Hispanic, he was black, and the lady that allegedly helped him is European.
How could you? Really?
Yes.
Dude, really?
I'm trying to be.
You didn't even call him African American then. You said black. And how she get the audacity to be European?
No, she white.
She was white. Hey, how you even what kind of relationship did they have where he could convince you to come help him chop somebody up?
A foolish one.
Thank you. Like, what?
Foolish one.
What was her mind state, man? Yo, I need you to help me.
You think
help you what?
You think that's I can't even imagine. I can't imagine getting a phone call like that and the person that's on that phone being serious.
What you talking about?
Like, you know, like,
like to do such a thing?
Like really?
Like me hit you up like, yo,
I need you to help.
I'm a quartet. Man, what you doing, man? You busy? No, what you need? Yo, man, I need your help. I don't even know if I can say that over the phone.
Right.
When I get here, I'll let you know.
We're not talking about. See, this is.
And then you get there and you see her. And first thing, normally people are like, what have you done? Yo, I want to even say I love you.
Right.
I love you. Could you help me out?
Do you think?
If she knew he was gonna kill himself, I bet you she wouldn't have helped. If she knew he was literally gonna kill himself, I bet you she would have called the police, man. Cause now she's basically the only one who can take the rap for it, really, on this side, pretty much, man.
She gonna pay that. She gonna pay that.
You know she's gonna. Matter of fact, she's getting charged for what he did and what she did. All together, they ain't gonna say it, but man, she is about to get it.
Matter of fact, I watched the episode of Fatal Attraction, right? And this guy had got saved. So basically, what happened was it was this girl and they was dating this and the third, and she said she was pregnant. The guy killed her, right? The boy that she was dating. It was another boy that was there. He helped. No, what did he did? He was there and did something. Check this out. He got saved, got a guilty conscience. He went into the police station and he confessed. Listen, he confessed and he still got 30 years. So I'm just telling you.
I'm very lost. You trying to say because he confessed he should have got less?
No. I'm saying this is it's kind of similar, not all the way similar, but I'm saying this man went in and told and still got 30 years. So I don't see, even with her providing all the details, I still feel like she gonna get 30 years.
Of course. Even with them coming up with a plan that she felt threatening, her life was threatening, he was gonna do the same thing to her. Nah. Sorry.
She might well just go on. She might well save the taxpayers' dollars, allegedly, and just go on.
Plead guilty?
And plead guilty.
She hasn't stand before the court yet, right? She hasn't actually had her.
They got a photo of her on Facebook where she's like holding two guns, posing like this. Like, you know that.
Do they got a photo of her husband?
Nah.
Oh. I don't know what he thinks about all this. Because he was the one they actually said was in the military, right?
Yeah.
I wonder how he even met her.
They call it. Is it? Did they use the word
estranged husband?
Estranged husband.
What does that actually mean, man?
Probably, I think separated. I think that's what estranged means.
Hey, listen, man. And I know you're gonna wrap this up, but to me, Robinson was his name, right?
Yeah.
Why would he feel threatened about someone who's actually separated from their husband? You get what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what doesn't make sense to me. If they're separated, why would that provoke him to anger? It wouldn't provoke him whatsoever.
That's the other thing, too.
It really makes me feel like it actually was sexual harassment, man. And maybe enough was enough. This is allegedly. This is just me.
Allegedly.
I'm a man on the outside looking inside of a window, man.
Understood.
I see candy. I see all kinds of treats. And then I see vegetables and all kinds of that. Listen, man, if she is separated, he wouldn't be angry whatsoever. He'd be like, she's separated. Tell anybody you want to. That's what really makes it feel like maybe it was like sexual harassment, sexual assault, and she couldn't take it.
Yeah.
But that's just me. And I'm not trying to put any thoughts in nobody's head. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just taught out of great as me.
The biggest thing is that, like, the more and more press this gets, the more and more action must be taken. And
it's gonna be blowing up in the press, man.
And it needs to. But also everybody on Twitter have been like, the media haven't been covering it, which is not true. which is not entirely true, because if it wasn't for the media, obviously when you compare to Black Lives Matter, it ain't, it ain't on that scale.
Yeah, they ain't burning stuff down yet.
Yeah, but I definitely seen some credible news sources that have been running the story. The biggest thing is that lawyer has to prove two things. She has to prove that there was a cover-up. She definitely has to prove that this young lady, who's the only one here to pay the price, allegedly, has to be. She has to prove without a reasonable doubt that she's guilty. She's the only one, because it's really bigger than just finding her guilty. At this point, her family needs closure.
True. And chances are, as sloppy as it sounds like the murder stuff was, there's probably blood everywhere. Probably all over her vehicle, all over, even probably still stuck in her paws, man.
As always, y'all, this your boy, I Am Quartet.
Did you do the like and subscribe, man?
I did it earlier, man.
Did you?
I didn't want to end with that.
Oh, my bad. And this is Todd, the greatest me, who ended it the way he didn't want to end it.
See you when we see you. Peace.